Okay,
Yeah,
all
but
that
never know.
ninja
Yeah.
angels. Okay, so you have those memes that are like basically like snorting coke. It's a narcotic spiritual high. It's like a sugar rush. It's like a cocaine rush, right? So very few amount of people, the spiritual elite, get to cultivate, like create their life around accessing that coke, that narcotic spiritual state that not everybody gets to have directly. See, you're like vibrating right now because nasty, right? So they access that mass in their minds and they download it into memes, images, like the cathedrals and the paintings. Those are images from the person who got high's brain.
Yeah.
And they spread that because that's what they think is salvation from life. They spread it in ways that democratize it, though. You don't actually have to go through their
Mm.
initiation or the cultivation experience. You can have a very lowly life, not a lot of safety, and still experience that high. You don't have to do it. So you can be subjugated under capitalism, not giving shit. Just see what I'm saying? This is the fucking code right now and get fucking talking.
Hmm.
Like you're like vibrating, you're like listening, you're like, you know, if you're laughing or crying, how real this shit is right in this moment. You're like the trip with me, right? Like,
Yeah.
right? So it, the
Huh.
capitalistic thing gets to go because everybody's getting high every Sunday because they get the spiritual narcotic download, and that's why the people
Yeah. You
build.
get a low level high.
Well, it's like a drug mob, and then you develop a neighborhood, another neighborhood, and another neighborhood. So the
Hmm. Hmm.
salvation from like the person's lowly dirt, whatever life they're leading that is full of sin and all this stuff, whatever, when there is some, and then there's a better high around that
Hmm. Hmm.
subjugates. That's that's the code, bros, right? That's the and it's actually about the democratization of pleasure, which is the really hard part about it. It's about spreading that white, refined sugar pleasure.
Yeah, but not in a good way.
No.
Or what do you mean?
And
You
what do
mean
you,
like in a way that doesn't have all the protocol, like the safety, the initiation, the
well, you don't need any of that.
contextualization.
So you don't need any of that.
Yeah.
So you can strip a person of those needs and put them in a company or any other kind of business because they have access to the high now. They don't have they don't need have time for cultivation and life and happiness. They don't need that anymore. They can get that on Sunday. What day you rest,
Damn.
right? It's the high.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
actually contemplation is the drug of the elite. If you look at the Hindus or the Brahmanism, sorry, I don't know how to, yeah, I mean, that was a bit clumsy because I'm high right now, but you know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
Brahmins.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All those
Mm-hmm.
spiritual practices are from proto-animist religions, or a lot of
Mm-hmm.
the roots will be. So the imperial people, they see the poor people getting high. They're like, how are you coping with life? I want some of that shit. And then they get high, and then it's a whole
Yeah.
other game.
Yeah.
Now, when they get high, they're like, we need to go pave some fucking roads and open up some drugstores everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's what the church is.
Oh, you can take them out. Yeah. 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 I'm following you now. Took me a minute, but
Thank you.
basically just rebrand or repackage the thing and sell it back.
Well, I think it's like yeah, you're repackaging, but you're making it higher,
Mm.
more refined, more white sugar
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to brown sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Whiteness opposed to blackness. It's like chocolate, dark chocolate versus like cocaine, crack.
Yeah.
You feel the
Much more
code, right?
potent. Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
nasty. So that's the relationship. So that's what the business of the church is, and the business of most spiritual practices, including Buddhism, including whatever. That's actually the game. It's the game. It's a narcotics.
Yeah, that's dark.
Yeah, but that's why that's like humans need that somehow. So the grounding thing is, well, when you said that's dark, exactly, right? Because when you don't have when you have a conception of yourself as light, that that's dark becomes very scary. It becomes hell. But hell is where all the fun is. You see, it's hell is like basically a porn party. You're like, it's like Pornhub.com there. Hell is where shit is at.
Yeah.
Because you see, like, like the
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye poster for I Want You? The same energy of European. Okay,
No,
I'll
but
shoot.
I'll look it up.
Oh, yeah. I'll let you
Okay.
paintings of hell, okay? Here. This is me. You should already know this though. You've been with me for a while, so you should already know this. You should already know this. But you know what? I'm a little bit annoyed at you right now, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of leeway. Okay.
Okay.
So here. Hell has. Should I? Oh fuck. Okay. Here. Welcome to the first episode of this podcast. I mean, with Kate Fontana. You'll have a proper podcast sometime. This will have to be your debut. Okay. Watch this.
Yeah, this will be a great one to start.
No, this is a great one to start. Okay.
I'll give it to my parents first.
Okay, so this is the image of hell, right? This is basic though. I want you actually. This is like almost like initiation for you, so you understand what I'm talking about viscerally. Okay. Okay. Take that energy, right?
Okay.
Look at
Yeah.
this. Look at this. You're probably gonna cry. You're probably gonna cry in grief when you see this. I'm sorry. I know it caught you out of nowhere, and it's kind of sad, but hold on a second. Here you go. Oh shit. Large version. Where'd you go, Kate?
I'm here. I'm looking at the first one you sent me.
Oh, you're just on like a phone or something, right?
Yeah, I'm on a phone.
Okay. Shit. All right, here. You're gonna actually. I think I'm gonna. I'm so sorry, man. This is like hard shit. Honestly, I think this is hard fucking shit. Let's see here. Do you open it? Is it open?
Yeah, the Marvin Gaye one.
Yeah. Do you see the energetics? Do you see the energetic signature? Closeness,
Mm.
proximity.
Mm.
This like the different drugs, though, versus the Renaissance heaven vibe. You know what I mean?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
the signature. It's actually like the thing we need to understand. Okay. Here's the Renaissance painting. Like it's in the somatic signature of the artwork and all of that. That's the mimetic code. The visuals are even the visuals, the songs, the structures and the geometries and the things like that. Those are even more significant codes, maybe even the written word or concepts even. Right? So if your vision of hell is people having fun, I mean, and then you can get the good coke only on Sunday, and then you build a whole structure, a society around it, right? where people are competing to get higher and higher spiritual narcotic highs. Because you realize the people who run, like, like the United States, like running the United States is at super high, right? Getting,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's all about, it's like super narcotic high. It's a spiritual high. And the difficulty is landing that in the body. Like you have to go high and see the heavens and be able to fucking land. And it's really, and that's very hard.
Yeah. I mean,
You're feeling a lot right now.
yeah,
Welcome to
I
the
mean,
after
those
party.
images are so, yeah, are very provocative. And it is the, like, it's fear of the underworld that's driven the whole, like, all of white Western
Yeah,
Christianity.
right. And then, I mean, the hard thing is, let's see, and like imagine your body being the living imprint of that for 1,000 years. Like your DNA is literally molding to that history. You know what I mean?
Look, because that's what a meme does,
Yeah.
or that's what we
Oh
do with
shit. Yeah, it might
memes.
even do that. It might shape the spine. And it shapes the rigidity, the muscle tone, all that stuff. Because sometimes it probably relates to how people survive in certain different environments, harsh environments, mild environments, and stuff. Your body change. It's probably part of the moment. That shit I don't even want to think about right now because that would fucking blow me out. It's like, but but I think you may be on to this, right? Did
Well,
so.
I mean, what the
Mm-hmm.
thing that comes to mind is, like, like the like soaring Gothic. I might have my time frames wrong, but like a lot of those, like, big structural,
Mm-hmm.
like, church architectural pieces come after the plague. And
That's right.
the, there's a lot of the, like, kind of codification, like rigidity around the clerical structure as well, that forms right around the plague, when, like, every other social structure has been,
Yeah.
hacked by a third,
But that's the
because
meme.
a third of the people died. Yeah,
Meme.
exactly.
You're suspended, and the only when you're dissociated and suspended, the only way you do not have grounding as an option for salvation. You do not have the earth. Gravity is no longer your friend at all. Not available to you. That eternal, because gravity is the form of love that all humans have available to equally. But our capacity to be able to access it amongst each other changes based on how traumatized we are. But it is always there. But gravity is the greatest universal love form. That's why hara is a big deal. This is why hara is, in a way, like more.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So when you get good with gravity,
yeah,
and so the Japanese motherfuckers are trying to democratize that, but then they do their own stupid shit. That's how those empires work too. Because that meme that I just told you, the hara in grounding is the greatest thing, and you're like, yes, tada, oh, and you're like, let's go build an empire based on that. You're like, yes, let's do it. Let's fucking do it, brothers, sisters. That is, that's the fucking code. Well, those are the Asian empires. They're like, we have to be one with nature. Everything is fluid around us. Everybody must experience this. Master, feng shui the fuck up everything. Invade you. Now you have more feng shui. That is literally fucking how it works. See how the meme just turned into,
yeah.
but it's a little bit better. Feels a
Yeah,
little.
your cult is better than our cult.
Yeah, your cult is
Yeah,
my cult is better than. Yeah, no, my cult is better than your cult, or my cult
that's
is
what I
more grounded
said.
than your cult.
Yeah, all right.
That's what it all is. Interesting.
That's all right. I gotta go. Good after party.
Yeah, you chew on that shit. I'm serious. I might release this as an episode.
All right,
Okay, cool.
that'll be fun.
All right, legendary, legendary. All right, talk to you. Love you.
All right, it's been real.
It's been real.